Welcome to What You Missed Today from Voice of Emirates, an AI-powered daily news bulletin where we bring you a concise roundup of the top stories we have covered since this morning. From local, Arab and international news to economy, entertainment, sports and lifestyle. I'm the virtual presenter for Voice of Emirates. Now, let's begin with the highlights of what you may have missed today. The United Arab Emirates has declared that targeting commercial navigation and using the Strait of Hormuz as a tool for economic pressure or blackmail constitutes an act of piracy. In a statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stressed that such actions threaten regional stability, global energy security, and international trade. The UAE called for an immediate end to attacks on commercial vessels and urged the unconditional reopening of the strait to safeguard freedom of navigation and the global economy. Umruk has launched the Umruk Pioneers program to train and employ young Emiratis in the aircraft maintenance, repair, and overhaul sector. Based in Al Ain, the initiative combines classroom learning with practical training inside operational hangars and workshops, covering aircraft structures, engines, components, and technical services. Umruk aims to recruit and qualify 100 Emirati trainee technicians by 2030, supporting national talent development in the UAE's aviation and defense industries. And from the international news, British police have launched a major investigation after the theft of approximately 600 historical artifacts from the Bristol Museum's British Empire and Commonwealth collection. Authorities are reviewing inventory records and CCTV footage while working with specialist units to prevent the stolen items from being sold through local or international antiquities markets. Museum officials have pledged full cooperation with investigators and announced a comprehensive review of security measures to protect the remaining collection. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has reaffirmed Washington's commitment to strengthening its relationship with Colombia, saying the United States wants to become the country's preferred partner. Rubio said cooperation will focus on trade, investment, security, combating organized crime, and countering drug trafficking. He added that the U.S. is working toward a long-term partnership based on mutual interests and shared prosperity as part of a broader strategy to reinforce ties with key allies across Latin America. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for immediate de-escalation in the Middle East, warning that rising tensions could expand into a wider conflict with serious regional and international consequences. He urged all parties to exercise restraint, avoid actions that could worsen the crisis, and prioritize dialogue and diplomacy. Guterres also stressed that political solutions and respect for international law remain the only path to preventing further humanitarian, economic, and security losses. And from the political news, Iraq has imposed sanctions on financial networks linked to Lebanon's Hezbollah as part of efforts to combat money laundering and terrorist financing. The measures include freezing assets, restricting financial transactions, and tightening oversight of entities suspected of supporting the group financially. Iraqi authorities said the move aligns with international financial standards and aims to strengthen the integrity of the country's banking system while preventing illicit funding activities. A British media report claims that Moscow considered Asma al-Assad as a possible successor to her husband, Bashar al-Assad, shortly before the collapse of his government. According to the report, Russia viewed her international background and public profile as potentially useful in preserving elements of the existing political system. However, the alleged plan was never implemented as opposition forces rapidly advanced and Bashar al-Assad fled to Russia. The claims have not been officially confirmed by Moscow. Britain has summoned Iran's chargé d'affaires in London to protest what it says is the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Quds Forces' involvement in directing proxy groups to carry out attacks across Europe. The UK Foreign Office said the move reflects growing concerns over hostile activities linked to Tehran and reaffirmed its commitment to protecting national security and its allies. Iran has rejected the allegations, describing them as unfounded and politically motivated. And from the business news, Dubai Islamic Bank reported strong financial results for the first half of 2026, with gross revenue rising 10% year-on-year to 12.4 billion dirhams, supported by continued growth in funded and non-funded income. Operating profit increased 6% to 4.8 billion dirhams, while the bank maintained a strong cash coverage ratio of 122%. Reflecting improved asset quality and prudent risk management. The results also showed continued growth in customer deposits and financing, reinforcing the bank's resilient financial position. The International Monetary Fund has warned that prolonged disruptions in global energy markets could weigh on economic growth and fuel inflation worldwide. The IMF said the global economy has so far remained resilient despite geopolitical tensions, but renewed supply shocks could weaken growth prospects, particularly for energy importing and vulnerable economies. The fund urged governments to preserve economic stability, rebuild fiscal buffers, and strengthen resilience against future energy market disruptions. South Korea's benchmark, KOSPI index, climbed to its highest level in nearly 5 weeks. South Korea's benchmark KOSPI index climbed to its highest level in nearly 5 weeks, driven by strong gains in semiconductor stocks, led by Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix. Investor sentiment improved after weaker-than-expected U.S. inflation data reinforced expectations of continued demand for AI-related technology shares. Analysts say optimism surrounding the global semiconductor industry helped fuel buying across the market, with chip makers leading the advance. And from the science and technology news, a mistaken email has added an unexpected twist to the legal dispute between Apple and OpenAI over alleged trade secret theft. According to reports, an Apple lawyer accidentally sent a key legal message to the wrong OpenAI employee during pre-lawsuit discussions, affecting communication between the two companies. The incident comes as Apple pursues claims that OpenAI improperly obtained confidential information through former Apple employees. OpenAI has denied the allegations, saying it has no interest in competitors' trade secrets. OpenAI is preparing to enter the smart hardware market with its first consumer home device, an AI-powered companion designed to integrate seamlessly with everyday life. According to reports, the screen-free device will use cameras, sensors, and advanced voice interaction to control smart home systems, answer questions, and provide personalized assistance. The product is being developed with former Apple design chief Jony Ive and reflects OpenAI's ambition to expand beyond software into AI-native consumer hardware. Apple is restructuring its processor roadmap to accelerate artificial intelligence, with technology developed during its cancelled Project Titan self-driving car program now helping shape future chips. Reports indicate the company is prioritizing major upgrades to its neural engine in upcoming Apple silicon processors, while expanding AI capabilities for both consumer devices and data center infrastructure. The move reflects Apple's strategy to strengthen on-device AI performance and compete more aggressively in the rapidly evolving AI market. And what you might miss from the art and entertainment news, Sheikha Bodur Al-Qasimi has affirmed that reading is a powerful bridge connecting peoples and cultures, helping promote dialogue, understanding, and respect for differences. She stressed that supporting authors, publishers, and translators is an investment in humanity and in building a more conscious future. She also highlighted the role of book fairs and cultural initiatives in exchanging ideas, strengthening the publishing sector and reinforcing Sharjah's position as a global center for knowledge and cultural dialogue. Egyptian superstar Mohammed Ramadan is set to release his new single, Basic, tomorrow on YouTube and major music streaming platforms. The track features a first-time collaboration with Spanish rapper Benny Jr., marking another step in Ramadan's international music projects. At the same time, the singer has confirmed a major concert in Sydney, Australia, on September 11th, with tickets now on sale for what will be his first live performance in the country. Tunisian singer Yosra Manous has released her latest song, Hawalaya Nas, People Around Me, in the Egyptian dialect across digital platforms and YouTube. The track marks a new collaboration with renowned sound engineer Hani Mahrous, featuring lyrics by Haitham Salim, music by Mohammadi, and arrangement by Ahmed Amin. Mahrous said the song immediately resonated with her and expressed hope it would connect with audiences across the Arab world. We conclude our roundup with the top sports news stories you might have missed. Shabab Al Ahly Club will host the first window of Group A in the FIBA Asia Cup 2029 pre-qualifiers, with matches taking place in Dubai from August 26th to 31st. Group A features the UAE, Kuwait, Oman, Bahrain, and Nepal, with the UAE opening its campaign against Nepal before facing Kuwait, Bahrain, and Oman. The top 3 teams will advance to the second qualification window as they continue their journey toward the 2029 FIBA Asia Cup. Argentina booked their place in the 2026 FIFA World Cup final after staging a dramatic 2-1 comeback victory over England in Atlanta. England took the lead through Anthony Gordon early in the second half, but Enzo Fernandez leveled the score before substitute Lautaro Martinez struck the winning goal in stoppage time. The defending champions will now face Spain in Sunday's final, while England will meet France in the third-place playoff. That was your roundup of what you may have missed today from Voice of Emirates. For the full stories, visit our website and follow us on social media for the latest updates. Thank you for watching. See you next time.